Hey everyone, this is Lori with 3 Keys Astrology, and this is your astrology forecast for our total lunar eclipse week, what I think will be one of the most difficult weeks of the year, November 5 through November 12. This is a Saturday to Saturday forecast, and I'm offering all new students to get in touch with me, reach out to me at ducky@3keysastrology.com. I'm also offering anyone who's been through a traumatic experience to email me again, ducky@3keysastrology.com. My students and I are looking into some important scorpionic factors, and should you have endured anything and survived any kind of trauma, sexual, social, no matter the situation, please reach out. Again, my email address is ducky@3keysastrology.com. I will need your birth details, your birth time, entire birth date, birth time including AM or PM, and your birth city. And we may choose you for a formal forecast and analysis, discussing the issues and events surrounding the trauma that you've endured. And I'm sorry for all of you that are going through things like this. Unfortunately, there are times when we astrologers have to warn the public, and this is not a nice week. The first reason is we have a significant T-square to Saturn at our total lunar, sorry. We have a significant T-square, which is a pressure point. It's like being inside of a pressure cooker. And when you come and learn astrology with me, go to my website. All those learning modules are set up in 10-week increments. We can shorten that if you have time twice a week so that you can become a personal astrologer in 20 weeks. And that is www.3keysastrology.com. I also offer all my consultations and services there. So I look forward to meeting you, reading for you. We meet on Zoom. After you click PayPal and pay for your readings and submit your birth details. Again, the only thing an astrologer needs is your birth time, your birth date, and your birth city. No details, that's why we do what we do. Okay, so the biggest events are that Mercury is retrograde in Gemini, and it's going to last until not being in a really great place until almost the end of May. It will end its cycle in Gemini in mid-January, but I want to caution you, this is not a pleasant forecast. If you're not into doom and gloom and worry and danger and fear and terrorism and the critical masses, then you can tune out because this is going to be a really hard week. And I pray for you. I want all of you to be really mindful and protect yourselves and your family. I say, gird your loins, your lockers, and your lot in life, because fate is the matter this week. On fleek, the nodal axis of the moon started a year ago, but it was November 19th. We're almost at that peak, and culminating this point, we have this total lunar eclipse at 16 degrees Taurus, conjunct the North Node and Uranus. And Uranus is an electrical prod that'll jab you and oust you if you're not where your soul purpose belongs. And that can be divorce that catapults you into the proper place of your fate. That can be being fired from a job. That can be near-death experiences. And they're critical times. These are really not easy times. And this Sun opposition Moon is all about your value and your worth in the most intimate ways in relationship to other people. And what does that have to do with? Well, that has to do with your pocketbook, and that has to do with your lot in life and any land you own or don't own, home you have or don't have. These are the matters before all of us. Are you a family who works together so that the whole family prospers, or has your family been disconnected and disjointed, discombobulated, and is living dysfunctionally? This is the matter. At this time, when the sun and moon are opposing each other, and we've got the nodal axis, north and south node. You'll learn all about these if you come and learn astrology with me. These are important things to know, though, because they're fate. That is why Taurus and Scorpio, Leo and Aquarius are in the crosshairs of life circumstances right now. And this will involve inheritances, child support, land and property, alimony, and elderly endings, those of our grandmothers and mothers most especially. And at this critical time with this apex point T square to Saturn, Saturn is squaring the sun, the moon, Neptune, and, Saturn is squaring the sun, the moon, Mercury, and Venus. This is affecting entire families, most especially children, because Black Moon Lilith is there, involved somehow in covert maneuvers to usurp your ability to parent. This is baby snatching energy. This is abortion. This is ugly energy of someone taking what belongs to you. Black Moon Lilith is a seductress. So seductions and machinations and malevolence in sexual relationships is at a fleek point. Deceit is on fleek. Mark my words. What I don't like, and I hope that you're astute enough to realize that you cannot believe the news. Gemini rules the media, and Mars retrograding in here is they're trying to, they're conning the public. Now, we've known this for a while. People that are educated understand what's behind all of this. And at this time, when monetary acquisition and value, dollar values are the matter, we the people at eclipse times feel very helpless, the women, the public, and here we are surrendering yet again to corrupt, immoral lawmakers. So again, gird your loins, guard your lockers, and keep safe your lot in life. If it's spiritual, do what you need to do in preservation and be realistic. This is a week to get receipts. Make people prove themselves to you, because things will look like they're too good to be true. This is election time again. We know what a farcical mess that our elections have been. We know that there are people who purposefully manipulate. In last week's forecast, while I don't like to get too political, I reminded you at this first week of November, because Scorpio can be lunacy. And where we are all East Coast, this full moon eclipse starts at 9 o'clock in the morning on the 8th Tuesday. And believe me, it's about fuckery. And this will affect elections again. It's election time. Now, I'm not kidding when I say fuckery. The crimes are higher during eclipse times, and white-collar crimes are never as punished as blue-collar crimes. Sadly, why? Because these powerful people know each other, go to college together, rub elbows with each other in their social arenas. And again, moon debilitated, eclipsed is we the public. So we've talked in former forecasts about how this will be a financial point of a time to be prudent and to be very careful with your money and very careful with love. If you are interested in someone, and if you are just beginning a relationship, eclipse times can portend difficulty. So hold those things off and wait. There's a lot of maliciousness going on, and it can make you feel very, very helpless. And if you need readings, I'm here to help you personally. So I'm going to repeat again. If any of your 3 keys or your chart ruler is Taurus or Scorpio, it's especially important for you to know you are in the crosshairs of life and will be for the next 6 months. It started for you a year ago. If you're Leo and Aquarius, you're feeling this too. And while Saturn is in dignity, when we've got Saturn in an apex and a T-square, it means we've got to be dutiful, diligent, responsible, reliable. We have to be that solid force when in times of chaos. So I do not love this week. Not much about it, actually. And it will affect all signs. Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancers aren't going to like this energy either. The East Coast is ruled by Sagittarius, and this is a direct and conflict of oppositional words in contracts, in legal messes, you're not going to get the truth. I hope you're not going to court this week. I hope you're not trying to mediate or deliberate this week. This is a bad week. A lot of hidden sneak is going on. So I would say the worst of it is on November 9th and 10th, Wednesday and Thursday. We've got the sun opposite Uranus. You can be shocked to your socks. Mercury is squaring Saturn. That's people not agreeing and not wanting to deliberate or getting along. Deceit. This is backroom deals. Mars is retrograde, and this is dirty deeds. So bad days. I gave you some really great days last month for you to do your mediations and deliberations. This is not the time. Monday is the day before we're building up to this lunar eclipse, and it's total, and it's going to affect North America and China. And they call this a morning moon, and morning because the moon's not comfortable, that's the public, and neither is Venus, that's love and money in Scorpio season. So marriage and family, land and property, again, inheritance, taxes, alimony, elderly endings, all that. Any legal issue is going to be problematic this week, I promise. And you'll have to renegotiate, or you will not come to good compromises, most likely. Now, Friday evening, we do have a tiny bit of favor. We've got the sun in a grand trine to the moon, Neptune, and Mercury. So this is still requiring prudence because of the more powerful energies of the eclipses. We're between eclipses. We had one at 2 degrees Scorpio on October 25th. This one is at 16 degrees Taurus. One of the other problems is that my favorite teacher, Nikola Stoyanovich, had a degree theory, and 18 degrees Saturn is the devil's degree. And in Aquarius, this is technology, deception by technology. Are you involved with someone who's doing that kind of thing? Are you trusting your money to entities that you don't even know, have never even met, are investing with sketchy and questionable so-called authority in regard to your money, your property, your land, and any major legal issue? Big deal. All right, now we're this East Coast situation is going to see an uprise in difficult health, and that's for sure. And it's most going to affect Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Virgos, and Cancer risings. We're at a risk because this is a health house issue for us. So again, go see that Listerine video.